great because we're good.
They got violent, smashing windows of stores and cars.
You don't have to compromise.
The Not Covered by Reason podcast can and most likely will contain content and humor that any sane person would find offensive, graphic, and possibly even demeaning. We strongly suggest our viewers be of a mature audience, even though we tend to be immature individuals ourselves. This podcast is made for the sake of entertainment and should be viewed with an open mind and a crude sense of humor. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Not Governed by Reason podcast. This is episode 11. Something xenophobe pie.
You Aretha Franklin in it?
Yeah, I had to get that in there. This is Xenophobe Pie. I am your host, Doug. This is this guy.
I'm Josh, back again.
And we have joining us again, Mr. Garrett.
GT Adams, Garrett.
Yes.
Nice to be back.
Would you tell us something about yourself that we don't know?
Just today, I had a innocent little animal spayed, little husky puppy. That's all.
Did you feed her some xenophobe pie?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Well,
It's good for her.
We'll have
Poor
plenty.
little critter.
We do have the chat
She's doing
room up.
fine.
People who are joining us, so feel free to talk to us. We would
love to hear
interact
from
back. We're going to get into a couple topics first before we get into the prizes.
Yeah.
So if anybody is in the chat room, we won't be really on Facebook right now because it's hard to produce and do all that. But we will be in the chat room on YouTube, so you can play in on this. But the question is,
If you were a politician, what would your political scandal be?
your standal.
Your scandal.
Your standal. What would your political standal be?
Yep.
And we have some sweet prizes. The winner gets a choice of one of these two prizes right here. We have a smoking dragon. Yes, that is a sweet little hash pin, dual quartz hash pin, USB charged. And then we have this little sub-ohm pocket mod from Aspire. These gifts are courtesy of the Joint Smoke Shop.
The joint.
Yeah, the Joint. There's a pack of papers there too for you. Hope you'll enjoy them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They should.
So, topics for the night, though. We have Pedo's Pizza. We have Burning Ghost Ship. We have Hotlanta Car Ride. We have Nacho Mammy's Grammys. We have Puddin' Proof, Smoke Shop Hot Shot, and Faux Embassy Ghana is what we have, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then for our quick
Quick
hits,
hits.
we have shut updates. We have hashtag truth. We have deaf to the chef. Kinless Barbie, Aleppo Space, Bangathon, which is finally our video that we made a long time, or a compilation of our videos that we made back in August
Yep.
at Bongathon
Of a
this
trip.
year.
Yeah.
Yes. Then Can't Believe It Was Butter. We have our Throat Punch, and then we have Teen Mom Brawl. A lot to cover. Really a lot to cover. So, tradition is, our guest gets to pick the first topic.
About burning ghost ship.
Burning Ghost Ship. Well, this week there was some craziness in Oakland. A place called the Ghost Ship burnt down while they were throwing a party. And so far they have 36 people dead. from my understanding. It went quick. And the way this place was set up was kind of a artist commune and collective where people built their own little spaces in, and it was just asking for a fire. And so this is pretty crazy. And I think there's probably one of these, two of these, 6 of these places in every major city, is what my guess is. Because I've been to 1 or 2 that are just as this place was described. I mean, to the T. I might have lived in one, but that was maybe.
That was long ago.
I forgot those years. I've forgotten those years. But my question is, was it the place itself, or was it the music?
I don't think it was the music. I think it was some people that, you know, it was artists, musicians, you know. A lot of times people are messing around, and things can happen. It's terribly tragic what happened there, and how many people have perished in the fire and all that. But by my understanding, some fire codes were just kind of scoffed at by the building manager.
Mm-hmm. I read that they had a building inspector come the week before the fire came, and he waited at the door, but nobody came, so he ended up leaving. So they were trying, but not too hard to get a look in there. But could you imagine the people tripping on ecstasy or acid or something? The great final moments they must have had. It's just all fire.
You think that
They were just on drugs?
Yeah, they were enjoying it.
If you're high enough.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, yeah, ecstasy and warmth, like
Yeah.
Vicks and ecstasy.
You just go dancing around in the fire.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we didn't start the fire though.
No, it was always burning since the world's been turning.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
So, but this place, they said they were like stealing electricity from neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, they had the shanty ass driftwood staircase that went into the top level, where I assume orgies and back rubs were going on, and maybe some pacifiers.
Ooh.
But so, what do you think about this? Do you think that we're gonna hear more about this? Because kids just want to party.
Yeah, kids.
They just
really
want
wanna
to party. Girls just want to have fun.
Yep. They just wanna.
They just wanna.
They just.
But-
I want to know what the 11-year-old kid was doing there.
Yeah, I hear there was an 11-year-old kid.
Was he raving it up? There's a possibility.
That could be, man. People.
They're getting
party
younger and
young.
younger.
I partied pretty young, and hear about people younger than I started partying. And
Yeah.
it takes a
those
while
kids
to learn how to
today.
do it right.
Right? Takes lots of practice.
Lots of practice.
Now, does this sound like a place you might have visited once or twice?
That sounds kind of familiar, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've known some artists and musicians and hung out with them for some years, and you know, more often than not, people are pretty responsible, but you know, people get fueled up on substances and they go kind of crazy, and
They
you
get
know,
hopped up on their Red Bulls and their 5-hour energies.
And what people I think should do, and when they're partying, is you have your people partying, but you have somebody there who, you know, if a fire is started, they're with the program well enough to do something about it and hopefully put it out themselves with an extinguisher or something.
Like a designated white friend?
Yeah, like a sitter.
Yeah. The sober person, the designated liver. Make sure everybody lives.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, someone just to ensure the safety of everybody while they're having a good time. But it's hard to be that person consecutively, you know, if it's asked of one person, that's not going to end up.
The price was
long.
right, maybe.
Right, yeah, maybe that's what needs to happen now. Let's create a job.
Yeah. Donald Trump,
Watch
we're
it.
talking to you, man. Create that job.
I don't know. I think it's sad. I do. I do send some regards and some love out to the people who were killed in this. But what the fuck, man? If I definitely, I'm skeptical of places that have one way in, one way out.
It's a roach motel.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And they're meant for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So we must ask ourselves, was this Darwin?
Maybe.
Could it have been Darwin's rule that just wiped him out? I don't believe that, but I'm just asking. I'm posing the question. I believe that it was a tragedy, personally. But because I've partied at places like that. But I am really skeptical of places that are one way in, one way out.
With overloaded electronics.
Yeah, and driftwood.
Yeah.
Packed with people.
Yeah. Way more people than should have ever been in there probably at one time.
But it's Oakland.
It is Oakland.
It is Oakland. So you got to find something to do.
Yeah, and you can't just watch the Raiders play all the time.
No. But they're going to be the Las Vegas Raiders.
Next year, they're done. They're tired of it.
What?
What? What? Yeah.
We got Facebook people. So
Facebooking.
keep talking.
Yes. So it's very sad, but they knew what they were getting into. Don't you go party at some sketchy places, or have you partied at sketchy places where you think about it?
I have partied at some sketchy places that was definitely on the back of my mind.
Yeah.
And I've thrown parties in sketchy places. It was definitely in the back of my mind when I was sober. But I think you get to a point of fucked up where you're just like, yeah, fuck it.
I think what would have made this story a little more lighthearted is if the whole place was filled with ball pit balls.
Yes.
Colorful ones.
But that would be painful. I mean, you get all those melting plastic balls. You ever seen a trash bag melt?
Mm-hmm.
It does that.
Yeah.
I imagine ball pit. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see a ball pit
Get out
doing
of
it.
here.
It smells like burning dick.
Yeah, I saw some of the Instagram pictures, and the place looked like it was packed with kind of older electronics and mannequin parts, and a lot of wood. So
wait, there were mannequin parts? Was this the worst mannequin challenge ever? It's getting too far.
I had heard that there were definitely like old turntables around, all sorts of craziness. But I mean, I don't know. The neighbors could have just cut the power off. I don't think there was real power. But you can't. The moral of the story is you can't overload a fucking extension cord.
Yep. That's a fire.
Even if it's on a surge protector. Surge protectors only protect from surges, not from
fire.
Not from fire. Yeah, like lightning causing troubles with your computer and shit like that. That's what surge protectors help with. Yeah. Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Oakland. People.
Yeah.
Go ship.
Go ship.
Go ship down.
Is Matt Damon going to star in that movie next summer? Him and Mark Wahlberg?
I ain't afraid of no go ship. First hashtag of the night.
I love it.
Look at this guy.
Hey,
He's adorable.
oh, tease.
So, Josh, while you're over there, why don't you go ahead and pick out another topic?
All right. You know what? It's been on my mind all day.
No.
Let's talk about Comet's Pizza.
You can't stop thinking about it.
I can't. I have gone down the rabbit hole. I feel like I need to go there now to save children.
Ever since I sent you that yesterday.
I know, you're a bastard. Why would you do that?
So, for those of you who don't know, a gentleman from South Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina
Yeah,
drove
get it right.
all the way to Washington, D.C. With a gun ready to attack Cosmic Ping Pong Pizza in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Now, the reason for this is it stems back from Hillary Clinton, John Petraeus emails in which they kept referring to pizza. And somebody, the conspiracy theorists of the world, said, oh, pizza must mean pedophile. Because, yeah, that's what it means, right? And so they connected it with this place. And this place, though, overnight, tons of news sources, fake news, maybe real news, we don't know. Stories all over the country started popping up about this being a hub for politicians seeking to fuck little kids.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly. To put it absolutely terribly bluntly. But so you want to continue from there because you're on the edge of your seat.
I'm on
you're
my
getting feisty.
Okay. So the gentleman showed up with a gun. He fired at the ground, and shortly after, police were called, and they took him into custody and everything. And I just kind of, I thought it should have ended there. But then I find out the gunman has an IMDb page. And he was in the news months ago for hitting a small child with his car. And it just kind of makes you think, it's like, well, what are they trying to hide by discrediting this, by saying it's fake news? They're trying to stray away from something.
Well, I think that it's a way to maybe control the news.
Yeah.
That's what my thought is that we're starting to see all these media-driven crimes and things like that. And so, isn't that how a Kremlin comes about? And Trump knows about a Kremlin.
Yeah.
And he fucking hates media, news outlets. He does. He likes to manipulate them when he can. Univision, stuff like that. But realistically, like, he could easily fucking start controlling the media.
Oh, yeah.
Real crazy, like, if he wanted to.
And I think it's bound to happen. He's going to try to take control of the internet, media, just everything.
So tell us a real quick story about this guy, this Periscope gentleman.
Okay, so there was another gentleman, I can't remember his name, but he decided, since the pizza place was right by his house, he decided to stop by and Periscope it. And for those of you who don't know what Periscope is, it's like an app where you can just record yourself eating or you're just doing whatever, and people pop on and they can talk to you and stuff. And so they were calling it Dinner at Comets, and they started walking around, and the guy said that everybody inside was kind of like almost Stepford wife-ish or wifeless in like, yeah, ish, and like they were all just like, hi, welcome to Comets Pizza, thank you for being here, and just kind of something was off with them. And I guess they also have paintings on the wall of nude children and nude preteens. Like, it's supposed to be artsy stuff, but it's still naked little kids in this place. And then they have a satanic-ish painting that's supposed to be, like, right in the front doorway that you can see when you go in. And they also have a curtained-off area with lounge seats that the gentleman said that he saw children coming in and out of the rooms. And it's just things like that. They just sound a little too weird. And then when he got back to the table to eat the delicious garlic knot that he had ordered,
Garlic knot.
they asked him to leave and called the police on him because they knew he was looking for secret doors, Scooby-Doo style, banging on walls and shit. Probably not as open, but that's what I would do. And then, the most terrifying thing in all of this, Guy Fieri's been there. Think about that.
Oh, yeah. I've always thought, I've told you this. In fact, in my Throat Punch video,
Yep.
I talk about how he rings something in my gut. Really
Something
just,
scary.
Yeah, something scary. He makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
You know, there's the other side of this is, I mean, there's the possibility something like that's going on, and then there's the possibility that it's not going on.
It's just complete coincidence.
And what I really feel for, if it's not anything terrible going on there, is these poor busboys who are getting death threats, and these servers and cooks at this place. If it is in fact totally innocent, and it can have art on the walls. I mean, whatever art we have local art all over in places here, and it's pretty much can be whatever is up to the owners. But I mean, I haven't seen any pictures of these in there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was reading one thing that was like, yeah, this guy was doing his periscoping, kind of walking around on his phone and getting in people's faces. And if I'm just enjoying a meal, I'll be like, hey, guy. And I'll probably look like a Stepford wife.
You read about this?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice. You read the same story about the Periscope?
It mentioned a guy in there that they called the police on.
Yeah, it's probably the other side. That was the left side of the story.
It was probably even more faker news.
Yeah.
You know what I say? Something pedophile pie.
Sounds
I wasn't
awful.
prepared for that.
does not sound appetizing at all.
It
Not
does
at all.
not. It does not.
Is Jared Fogle in it?
So, I mean, what is the reality? Do you think there are places like this, like
Yes.
Disneyland,
I bet.
or Cosmic Ping Pong, or places like this that are posing as hubs to collect children for big money people to pass around like toys?
I bet.
No, I'm sure that it's happening, but I mean, I've worked in restaurants for about 16 years, and I kind of feel like, man, if it wasn't happening and somehow there was all the media sensational story, and then people I work with are getting death threats, and we're all like, the fuck are these kids?
But bad publicity is still publicity.
It is, but is
doesn't-
that going to attract the clientele you're looking to have come
Right.
around your pizza shop?
You have a bunch of pedophiles just in droves. NAMBLA's gonna have their next convention there.
I've got money. I'll take a young pepperoni.
With extra cheese.
Extra cheese. I don't know. I really think that we've talked about this before, and this is actually what formed the question, I think, maybe. No, maybe not. Maybe. I don't remember last week. I barely remember yesterday. But politicians are into some weird next-level fucked up shit when they're out caught doing their sexual deviancies. So I could easily see it. How close is it to the Capitol and White House and all that? Do you know?
So close you can walk down the street.
Really?
I bet. It's pretty close. I didn't look exactly where in there, but all the politicians go in there to eat with their kids and stuff, which is where they've gotten pictures saying that certain politicians are fucking kids because they have their kids. Maybe. I don't know if they're their kids. I don't do that much research. But now we got to go to Washington.
What do we pay you for?
You pay me?
Yeah.
Oh, and candy. That's right. I forgot. It's the diabetic coma. It's a little too much.
Little wee wee. Little pudding.
What do you want to talk about next, Doug? It's your turn to pick a topic.
Do you think Subway could be a hub?
I
And
bet.
Jared Fogle was just the fall man?
That's a fucking mind blower right there.
Maybe there is a giant subway connecting all the subways.
Where they fuck little kids in them.
But now we've done it to Subway.
Oh.
Faker news.
Soliciting sex at Subway. Tonight on Extra Edition.
I thought the BMT stood for biggest, meatiest, tastiest, but I think it's got to be something else. It's just got to be.
Big meaty 10-year-olds. I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Only slightly.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Well, moving on to the next topic. Should we give a prize, or should we hold off for a minute?
I don't know.
Should we? Should we prize?
Give a prize.
What do the
You know,
people
should we
out
give
there
a prize?
think?
I don't think people out there are thinking.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They're smoking the devil's lettuce and
They are smoking the devil's lettuce.
oh, that devil's lettuce
Oh, it's awful stuff.
Hash cabbage.
It'll give you cancer
of the soul.
of the soul. It's true. It'll make you listen to jazz music. Yeah. And
Spicy.
molest white women.
With a stick of butter.
Yeah. How about that? How about that? Do you know about that?
I
The
think-
Marlon Brando, the whole
Last Tango in
Last
Paris?
Tango in Paris thing.
No.
What is
it might
that
be.
young lady's name?
I honestly cannot remember.
Marlon
it's that-
Brando.
What are we?
Darn,
What are we fucking paying you for?
you shouldn't pay me in devil's lettuce.
I
You gotta give it to me when I'm done.
All right, we're gonna open this real quick.
Okay. 'Cause-
Good thing we have the interweb.
Interweb.
Oh, that's the
That's
wrong,
the wrong
fucking
one.
story.
Oh, Doug. Good job.
So this.
This lady.
How about we move on?
Okay. You want to come back to it? We
Yeah.
can do that.
You pick another topic. I'm gonna
I-
find this. Do it.
Let's talk about pudding proof.
Pudding proof?
Pudding proof! Alright, so for the people who don't know, the judge in the Bill Cosby case has said they are going to use his 2006 deposition in which he said, I did not hear her say anything. I did not feel her say anything. So I kept going for it. So basically, Bill just admitted to rape on the stand. Give me one of those. Thank you.
How old is Cosby now?
He's like 70.
I thought he was like 100 and something.
If you cut him in half, you can count the pudding.
Because I was amazed. I was astonished to hear that 10 years ago he could even get it up.
It's all that Viagra.
But do you think that this is going to damn him in this process?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? How many people do you think are really on Cosby's side? How many people are thinking, like, he didn't do it?
Honestly, right now, I think it's only Bill Cosby. And maybe the kid who played Theo Huxtable.
No, because Theo's in denial that he'd had it happen to him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's why he doesn't think he did it.
Yeah.
But
what do you think about this, G?
Oh, man. I think a lot of evidence is pointing to him having done something morally wrong. And I'm not in his corner. I mean, I guess if the guy who played Theo Huxtable is, at least somebody is. But it's not me, I'm afraid.
does anybody remember the episode of Little Bill? The cartoon he had where he was the little kid, and it was about his life, and he was at daycare, and he started roofing everyone's juice boxes. Does anybody remember that? I think I remember that, but I might have dreamed that. So...
I don't even remember the show.
It was like for little kids on Nickelodeon. I was a little too old, and I was watching it, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this? This isn't Fat Albert."
Are you being serious?
Yes,
right now?
yeah. He had a cartoon called Little Bill, where it was about the
No, I mean about the juice
no,
boxes.
God no. But a boy can dream, can't he?
The actress, her name was Maria Schneider.
Yay!
And so Marlon Brando and this weird Italian dude thought up while eating some baguettes and butter that they would do a rape scene in which she would be raped with the stick of butter. The thing is, they didn't tell Maria about this. So because they wanted her reaction to be authentic.
Some grade A method acting.
Yes, and she didn't really tell anybody until a few years ago in an interview, and it's just now resurfacing. Again, after a couple of them have talked about it. They've all talked about it, but it's just now resurfacing and getting slippery like any stick of butter would do. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think about this? Do you think that there's certain lines that shouldn't be crossed, or do you think she was wrong for not pursuing action against them, or is this Hollywood at a time where you don't pursue action against Marlon fucking Brando? What's up with this?
I think any good method actor needs to be trapped in the experience, like James Franco in 127 Hours, where he spent 12 hours actually stuck in that rock. And they just edited it to make it look like 127 hours. But that is method acting right there. You get that shit away from me. I don't want none of that. Don't you wish that evil upon me, Dougie Ware? Devil's
Eat it.
lettuce. What? I'm fine. I'm gonna eat it, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
I mean, unsalted butter.
Yeah, that's the real question. Was it salted or unsalted? Was it margarine? No, it was a long time ago, so it was butter.
Zach, it's nothing personal about the warehouses. Okay? Nothing. I know we're dicks, but it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
We're just putting it out there as to what it could be. You know, California, plus drugs, plus bad wiring, plus Darwin equals trouble.
I bet you whoever started it wasn't home.
So what do you think about the stick of butter incident?
I think, I mean, I don't know all the context, I guess. Was she trying to get a role when this happened, or they were all...
They were filming a movie,
They were
Last
all
Tango in
filming.
Paris. Classic movie.
Yeah. I mean, it's a long time ago. Marlon Brando's not with us anymore. I think, Hollywood at a time, and with the power they had and the wealth they had and the crazy shit they do. I don't know. I think, yeah, if at the time she would have mentioned something, it could be another thing. But it's not like it was a pineapple.
It was a good point.
That
I
was
heard
very much
Hitler
wrong.
had the same problem in Little Nicky, and they didn't tell him about it beforehand.
What were you going to say? You had something there.
No, nothing.
Nothing?
No. I should probably talk during your candy break.
Yeah. Candy break.
Hey,
You want one?
I'm no thanks. I'm terrified of worms.
Me too. I have them.
Ringworm?
I don't know. I none of these people are alive anymore, I don't think.
I think the lady is.
No, I don't think so. I think she's dead.
Well,
Mannequin challenge gone wrong. Spanky 2016. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Do a mannequin challenge real quick starting now, Spanky. Stay that way for the rest of the episode. So, I do believe, though, that all these people are dead. So, oh no. The director's still alive. So should we ban him from butter? Should we rape him with butter? What do you think, Garrett?
I don't think anybody should be raped with anything. But I mean, if it happens, I mean, butter's not. I guess
It's not the worst.
thing. I mean,
Did that mannequin talk?
This is night at the museum.
Surely there's some weird shit running around, right? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's kind of messed up, I guess. But if she wasn't knowing that it was butter, or I don't know, what's the deal here? I'm really tired.
She didn't know that the rape scene was going to take place, so Marlon Brando forced himself upon her without her knowing it was going to happen. So that's where the issue was.
Okay.
He forced himself upon her.
Yeah. Well, I guess life in prison for the guy, right? Oh no, he's Ted. So
Yeah, ask the Dairy Farmers of America.
We probably should.
We
I
should.
Yeah.
What's the best kind of butter? How fresh should the butter be?
I just wanna I in my nightmares will now be going into a supermarket with some fancy classical music on in the background, and Fabio is just gonna pop out with with some I can't believe it's not butter,
And
and
scoop
be like,
it.
I'm gonna put this inside you,
He's gonna ride a horse while he does it.
Fabio.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure
Fabio.
some ladies would be like, "Okay, Fabio," and maybe that was the situation. Would have been the
Yeah,
situation if
Marlon-
he did make it known.
Yeah, Marlon Brando ain't no Fabio.
Hey, at one point in
At
time,
one time, he
Marlon
was a good
Brando
dude.
was a hot piece of Hollywood ass.
What, back
But
in the
then
30s?
he got fat. I don't know what era this was.
Yeah, he was all his movies weren't The Island of Dr. Moreau. He did look better at a time, but it's still wrong, I suppose.
Yeah.
In my views, it's wrong.
Should we give a prize now?
We should probably give a
We
prize.
should probably give a prize now.
So we had quite a few different entries for this week's question. Thank you all who participated. Before we pull the list up, I would like to ask our guest here, if he were to have a political scandal, what would it be?
Oh, if I had a political scandal, it'd probably be me and, John Ashcroft and myself having dog fights, but not with dogs, but with exotic animals from around the world.
That's awesome.
Me and Ashcroft throwing down, taking bets.
Who would use a dodo?
A dodo. Sarah Palin.
I bet.
Would Michael Vick be there?
No, he's disqualified.
He's DQ'd. I heard he was cast in the Broadway version of All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Drowning dogs. Maybe.
So anyways, that was a good answer.
Yeah.
That was a good
I
answer.
like it.
Josh, what would your political scandal be?
I still think it would be a gay sex tape with Jeff Sessions and Mike Pence. He's going to be there in the closet, hiding in denial, filming it. But, like, Blair Witching it, going back and forth, like, fucking shit dripping down his nose. I'm so scared right now. I'm coming for you, too.
I think mine would be video would surface of me at Cosmic Ping Pong eating pizza with Guy Fieri,
Oh, God. What a scam.
Jared Fogle, and Marlon Brando buttering up the garlic knots.
Would Bill Cosby be there, too?
Absolutely. He's at because of course
making the
every
pudding.
pizza place has a salad bar. He'd be at the salad bar. Let me dish up a little bit more pudding. A little bit of salad. I could just...
Do you have any more Jello? Always.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the answers we received, but I'm not going to give names, right? You already know the names. You do not know the names. The people out there watching us right now do not know the names that we are about to say. And I would like to hear everybody's vote, really.
So, I don't remember a lot of the names, so I'm just going to close my eyes
Okay.
and I'll judge it off that.
The first one.
Whatever makes me laugh more.
Is I'd probably have an EPA scandal from all the cars I own that leak fluids.
No, what kind of fluids? Is it Pepsi? Is it Gatorade?
Seminole.
Seminole?
Bodily fluids.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Another one is my political scandal would be simple. Did I really invent cinnamon? And there is no clarification if he's talking the spice or the stripper.
Or the challenge?
Or the drag queen chick.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good one. If I were a politician, my scandal would be stealing money and stashing it all over the White House so no one knew where it was but me. Or rigging the election so I would win. Pretty thoughtful there.
I would hide it in Trump's underwear drawer, because I bet he's not going to use it.
He doesn't change underwear.
Nope.
They won the election in these.
There's lucky 80s briefs.
My scandal would probably be something along the lines of taking bribes from the mafia or something like that. Not letting the government own me alone. Haha.
So would it take two governments?
Maybe. My
Because
scandal...
Russia's right there.
This is a funny one knowing who this came from. My scandal would have been breaking intrastate compacts. This is true. Being part of a group of elite politicians that hang out in underground mansions having blood orgies and sacrificing kittens to pagan gods.
It's gonna be tough to beat.
That's I don't know. There's some good ones. If I was a politician, my scandal would be so insane, they would probably make a movie about it. LOL. Lol. First off, the DEA opens the first federal marijuana dispensary. Second, we sell the people back the marijuana we seized. Third, we get rich. Don't judge me. It's a good
Solid.
answer.
That's a
Pretty-
solid.
Pretty damn solid. My scandal would probably be kicking out anyone over 50 in the Senate and House, and anyone who has served in there for more than 8 years. Hashtag NGBR. Hashtag truth.
Sounds like a favor.
My scandal would be adopting all the animals in the shelters and letting them run free. I would make the taxpayers fork out money for professional poop scoopers. Plus, anyone that didn't listen to me would be given a puppy or a kitten with bad dispositions and diarrhea. That's a pretty thoughtful one. Damn good one.
I love puppies.
Okay, we got a couple more, folks. Stay with us. My scandal would be starting a war with Canada, but making it look like Canada started it with us, and then use that to justify taking over Canada.
That's the best.
My scandal would be my weed smoke. LOL.
Lol.
And the last one. My scandal would be centered around the 600-foot statue of Cthulhu that I had built using illegal alien labor. Not undocumented immigrants, mind you, but the real deal. Area 51, ouch healing, acid blood, extraterrestrial alien labor. Or just hiring Guar as a new White House band.
Man,
I think that one was my favorite.
that's good. I'm a huge Guar fan, sort of. I'm gonna go with the blood orgies.
You're gonna go with the blood orgies.
Yeah. I think that was pretty rich.
The blood orgies was damn good. I'm really torn between the blood orgies myself and the alien labor.
Yeah.
I personally am really torn between that one. How about you?
I'm torn between those two as well. Should we flip a coin?
Should we? Let's see. Let's see. Anybody out there in the chat room? We have a couple ties. We have the ties real quick. We have the Cthulhu one with Guar, or we have the blood orgies
With sacrificing kittens to a pagan god.
with sacrificing kittens to pagan gods. I think somebody is saying Guar.
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 Now, it would be slightly better if they would be able to bring a zombified Dave Brocky back to sing for Guar.
How about we just give both those prizes to those two people?
Why not? I love it.
How about that?
I love it.
How about that? Well,
Really?
okay then, folks. First come, first serve of the two that won. But Mark Jordan and Sean Morrissey, a.k.a. Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
Yep.
has won the prizes tonight.
Way to go, fellas.
Congratulations,
Thank you all for
boys.
joining us. We do have a prize for Zach.
Yes. I
Which
want that one?
This one?
I do love that one.
You want this one?
Yes.
A dollar store marijuana test. That is your prize, Zach.
And if it comes back negative, smoke more weed.
Because I felt yours was creative as well. So you get this.
You get to pee in it.
And then Mark and Sean, if you're out there.
You get
First
the
come,
soapbox.
first serve. First come, first serve. One is a hash pin with dual quartz coils, USB charger. What is it? Extra USB or extra quartz coil in there. Spill cap. These things hit like a motherfucker, so I've heard.
Yes.
These guys are actually really awesome for anybody trying to quit smoking. These Aspire Pockexes. They pack a heavy, heavy punch to them for an e-cig. And they're really easy to use. Top fill tank. They come with an extra coil in there. They are micro USB charged, so you can use it while it's charging. And thank you to the joint.
Yeah, thank you.
To the joint for
And all your
for
wonderfulness.
the hookup on these. Yes.
The joy.
Thank you
Yeah,
all for
joy.
entering.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, and the next question.
Yes.
The next question. If you were to quit your job today, what would the most epic way be? Right? And that how would we
Yes.
how should we phrase that?
If you could quit your job today, what would the most epic way be? And no, we do not have cinnamon test. I
Do
am
not
very
have a
sorry.
cinnamon test.
But if you drink nutmeg, you'll trip nuts with orange juice. So you could do that and then take the cinnamon
I
challenge.
think he's
and-
lying.
No, I swear to God. You see little pink mice running around and shit. They're like neon pink.
So
Blackout.
how would you ask that question, Garrett? About the if you were to quit your job today, how would the most epic how would you do it?
What would how would you do it in the most epic way possible?
How would I?
How would you
How would I
quit your
phrase
job?
the question, or how would I quit my job?
Both.
Yeah,
I love
both.
my job. I can't quit my job.
But like, say you
if-
hate your job.
Oh, man. I don't know. I thought you were asking me how I'd phrase the question.
He was. But you can just answer. You don't have to rephrase it.
Yeah, I don't know. And an epic. I don't know. I really don't want to quit my job, so it's hard to even imagine.
Have you had a job that you hated that you would have loved to quit in a more epic way?
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a job I've really hated. No, yes, I had a job I hated. I was a bird at a Red Robin for a little while.
I remember that.
Yeah, and I got fired in a pretty epic way.
What happened?
But that's a story for another time.
Aw.
But I wish I would have just kept the bird seat.
That would have been amazing.
And just ran out, because then I probably could have made it.
Oh,
I remember that.
With only the suit and not the other.
How would you have quit Fazoli's?
How would I have quit?
If you
Fazoli's?
would have had the best way you could have done it, like the
geez.
most epic way.
They had these 3 massive pasta cookers, and I'd probably just really overfill them with linguine and overcook it a little bit, so a little beyond al dente, and just dump them all on the fucking floor and be out.
would you sauce them?
No, that's a waste of sauce. But noodles.
Yeah,
noodles.
fuck noodles.
Fuck noodles.
Hashtag fuck noodles.
Josh,
Yes.
how would you do it?
Well, so I love this job. I don't want to quit it. Maybe.
This one?
Yeah. I love
Pretty good
doing
job.
this. It's fun. But I did have a job that I hated. I was a bag boy at a grocery store for like 5.5 years. And yeah. And if it was up to me, I would have stolen the red box machine as I left. If I could have, I would have. But it was 3 times bigger than me, so you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
Know when to run?
But yeah, and I don't know. Like if I worked at McDonald's, I'd have to be like my friend and jump out the drive-through window, but with the headphones still on, so it pulls me back, and I crack my head on the back, and then I get to sue them. So that'd be cool.
I did quit a job in a fucked up and epic way. The night I smashed my face on Mark Jordan's bike. And I fucked myself up bad. That night, in my drunken incoherency, I wrote a letter to my boss and put it on my door. And because I knew she would show up when I didn't show up for work the next day. And I don't know what the letter said exactly, because I just know it happened, if that makes sense. But I guess she locked herself in the office for quite a while. I said some really awful things about her business, and I think I said some really terrible things of what she should do with her bacon and her habit of bacon.
Bacon.
Fuck, I'm hungry.
But yeah, that was an interesting way to quit. That was pretty epic.
Huh.
It was, I'm sure it was god awful what I wrote. Because what I felt was definitely awful.
Were you eating some of that xenophobe pie?
I was eating something xenophobe pie.
We're performing this year at the halftime show of the Super Bowl. We're with our hit song Xenophobe Pie.
Xenophobe pie. Garrett, you get to pick our next topic.
Do it.
How about this Nacho Mammy's Grammys?
Nacho Mammy's Grammys. Well, we have got actually quite an interesting list of who the... I want to know who the fuck decides the Grammy shit.
And I want to know who the fuck cares. That's what I think of the Grammys.
Hashtag who the fuck cares about the Grammys?
Yeah.
Maybe?
And hashtag Gojira.
Gojira.
Yeah.
Yes, Gojira got nominated. Isn't that fucking awesome? That is badass. I love that. So did Periphery. So anyways, I'm pulling up the list. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Why does it keep opening the wrong thing?
Because you're porn. It's out.
I don't look at porn on this one. This is my school computer.
I thought you did El Presidente. That was your scandal.
So here's our list, actually. This is actually provided by the Grammys. This is the list of Record of the Year. That is fucking crazy. Formation, Adele, the same people who have been racking it up for years. Rihanna, featuring Drake. And what is 21 Pilots?
It's a 2-man band, and they've got that big hit song out now. It's fuck, what is it? It's the one about
Justin Bieber, Drake.
It's about having friends that are baskets of deplorables. They voted for Donald Trump.
Xenophobe Pie?
That's right. That's the one.
But I'm looking at this list this year, and it's ridiculous. I don't get it.
I'm pretty sure
Chance the Rapper's been around for quite a while, and he got Best New Rap, but he's nominated for Best New Artist. I've heard that name for years and years. I've heard his music for years and years.
He's more talented than a lot of them that are up there, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not a big rap fan, but
we got some terrible shit on
There's
here.
a lot of terrible shit on here.
Yeah.
I know I moved it really fast while we were recording that earlier. Josh Groban and Bob Dylan.
Hey,
He should
Robin
be
loves his
banned.
girls to pop.
Yeah, Groban wants his girls to pop. That's true. So keep going. What do you think? We got. I think Beyonce made Best Rock Album or got nominated.
Yeah,
something
for
like
something rock. That's fucking bullshit.
My question is, who are the fucking people who nominate the Grammys?
And are they high? And why aren't they sharing?
Because this is ridiculous. What is a Demi Lovato?
Actually, she's kind of good. Does that heart attack?
Yeah.
Don't hate me just because I listen to some pop music. I love Miley Cyrus and Demi Lovato and
You know, it's
what's her butt.
people aren't winning Grammys for fresh music.
Yeah.
They're winning Grammys for music that's selling.
You know what? Actually, Ghost won a Grammy last year, and that was pretty weird, pretty random. I even remember hearing during the Grammy ceremony when they came up to accept the award, a lot of people didn't know who they were, so they didn't get a real big round of applause. It was
Hotline
very,
Bling is
very
on there
awkward.
like 6 times.
I'm pretty sure that came out in 2015.
I'm pretty sure that came out in 2015, and isn't it using somebody else's song? Isn't it using BT's station?
You used to call me on my cell phone.
But the background. Oh, how does Disturbed
Oh,
get nominated for The Sound of Silence live on Conan? How the fuck does this happen? I want heads to roll.
And I'm pretty sure Shock Me came out in 2015 by Baroness.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened. Kojira.
That did come out this year.
Korn. Why are they still being...
Korn's
Why?
still putting out music?
Yeah, dude, it's
Holy
terrible.
Holy shit, that
They're-
list is still going. Oh.
It's moving really fast. The Price is Wrong by Periphery.
Hey, Best Rock Song, they have Black Star by David Bowie.
They also have Radiohead, Burn the Witch. They also have Hardwired by Metallica. How does 21 Pilots cross like 8 different categories
Oh,
on
that's
this?
right.
Like,
That's the song, Heathens. It's fucking... All my friends are heathen. Wait for them to ask you who you know. And I don't know. It's catchy though.
how did that go again?
Fucking.
Did it go something xenophobe pie?
I wish.
Catchy.
Yeah. That'd be a bigger hit than Heathens.
But they crossed like rap. They crossed.
They're Linkin
they-
Park-ish. There's only 2 of them, I think. And
Best Rock Album, California, Blink-182, Tell Me I'm Pretty, Cage the Elephant, Magma by Gojira, Death of a Bachelor by Panic
that's
at the
gotta
Disco,
win. That's rock album
and
of the year.
Weezer's self-titled album. Best Alternative, Bon Iver, David Bowie, PJ Harvey, Iggy Pop, and Radiohead. Is this 1996's
Iggy Pop.
fucking...
You shouldn't be. Iggy
I
Pop.
mean, you got PJ Harvey, Radiohead, and Iggy Pop all
Bowie.
Iggy fucking Pop.
How the fuck does that happen?
Is it for Lust for Life?
I didn't know Iggy Pop was gonna be. I didn't know he was allowed to make music anymore.
Yeah, he's just not allowed to cut himself and bleed on people.
No?
I don't think so. He's too old. He doesn't have enough blood left.
The Grammys are a bunch of shit,
Fuck
I
the
think is the
Grammys.
moral of this story. And I am tired of them. I am so tired of them.
Unless we win one.
As soon as we
Xenophobe.
announced the prizes, everybody left.
Typical.
Everybody's like, fuck you, I didn't win. Peace out.
Sorry, guys.
But thank you guys for watching,
Yeah.
nonetheless. I love you all, and you make me wet.
Moist.
I think it's time for some videos.
Yeah, let's do it. Hi, I'm Josh with the NGBR podcast, and I am here with this week's hashtag truth. This truth I hold it very dear because I had to deal with it today. I went to the DMV and I stood in line like a good little boy should. And as I was waiting in line, people came in droves, and they cut these lines to get their tickets. I had been waiting for 30 minutes. They stole 20 numbers in front of me. So I have to go outside, get some fresh air, because I'm livid at this point. You know, I waited in line, and I got screwed. And you can't say anything to these people, because they come in, and they don't speak English. They play ignorant. I thought this was Donald Trump's America. There needs to be more lines. There needs to be a line to get in the building. There needs to be a line to go to the bathroom. There needs to be a line for the water fountain, but everyone can use it. It's just a long line. It's got to be a line to get in the line, to get in the line. And then when I was in the line waiting for numbers to come past, people with their children, just letting them run amok in these lines, not doing anything about it. I don't understand it. Your kid is smacking old ladies in the head. Don't you think you'd yell at your kid? But to be fair, the old lady tried to cut in line. I would have done it if I was closer, but you know, it's just these lines. They need holding music, maybe. I'd like some elevator music, some sticks, maybe some mariachi music, and some mariachi sticks. Occasionally spice it up. I think that would be the best. You know, throw a little Tenacious D in there. Maybe that Kazakhstan song from Borat. That's my truth. We need more lines. And if you don't believe that, fudge you. Donald Trump's America. Stand in line. That's what he's gonna have us do. We're gonna stand in line while he argues with people on Twitter. That's a perfect world. Hashtag truth. Hashtag TROOF. Truth. Truth. More lines. There needs to be more lines. Hi, this is Josh with the NGBR podcast, and today I'm here with Megatron. Megatron, I have some questions for you. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I love
All right.
questions.
My first question. What's wrong with kids today?
Well, some are 13, Josh, and some are 12, some are 11, some are 10, and they already have boyfriends and girlfriends, and I think that's just silly.
Are you talking about Teen Mom?
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel exactly the same way, Megatron.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you.
All right, next question. How do you feel about Donald J. Trump?
Well, I mean, he's our president. We kind of got to deal with it.
You mean we get the pleasure of dealing with it?
Yeah. We get the pleasure of dealing with it. Hopefully he doesn't fire us. 'Cause, you know.
But then we could collect unemployment.
Yeah.
Would you build a wall out of paper towels at a store?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, I would.
Why?
To keep out dog migration, you know, they're a big problem, especially the spotted ones.
Are they afraid of paper towels?
I'm pretty sure. They might just bite it down, but I never know.
Have you ever heard paper towels use the words, "I am Groot"?
I'm Groot?
I did once. It was very, very alarming because it sounded like Vin Diesel. And as I tore the paper towels, he cried.
I'd never heard Vin Diesel cry. I'm Groot! I'm Groot! I'm Groot!
That's what it sounded like.
Okay,
Okay.
now I know.
Megatron,
Yes.
what's your favorite shade of orange?
Dark orange.
But more specifically,
Presidential orange.
presidential-elect orange.
Oh, well.
That is the correct answer to your question. And then my last question for you, Megatron.
Yes.
How do you feel about lines?
Lions?
Lines. Waiting in line.
Oh, lines?
Just lines for everything.
Well, there's people that actually get money for waiting in lines for you, so I think I would hire just one of those guys and, come back later.
Wouldn't you want to be one of those people who gets paid to stand in line? That's what Donald Trump's America is all about.
Oh, yeah, I would wait in line.
Thank you, Gary Johnson.
You're welcome.
How many lines, what's the longest you would wait in line?
3 days.
I like it. Black Friday, right?
Yeah, Black Friday.
Amen. This is Josh with the NGBR podcast signing off. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh, no.
Anything else you want to add?
Get my right side. That's my pretty side. No, nothing else.
Back to you in the studio.
Hello, talking to you. Homicide! Bang it down. He's like, what, bitch? Didn't know you were dying? Can you repeat that? Oh, that's so
Right now we're in a town called Walsenburg.
Tell us your experience of Safeway, guys.
Well, the Safeway closes at 9:08:53. 8:53 they close, not 9 o'clock
And
like
every day you're kicked
advertised.
out.
And
You
then they
gotta go
tell you
spend $100 on groceries.
eggs,
at 7-Eleven.
eggs and bacon at 7-Eleven, $100.
And it wasn't even made by that guy. What's his name? The cook.
Oh,
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
I had to cook it.
Yeah, right?
Fucked up.
Kind of shit, Walsenburg.
Homicide!
Walsenburg. 3-3. Like, what you need, nigga? I got all this weed and it's good. All challenge!
guys still with us? Those were a little bit... That was fun. Huh?
That was fun.
Those were some... What was going on in that last video?
Which one, the bongathon?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything. That was the wonderful bongathon competition this year that we got to go to, and I got to watch you smoke a 6-footer like 30 times. That was pretty magical.
I think it was over-announced by the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Out of a 6-footer and various other contraptions.
They should have given you an Iron Man trophy for that.
No shit. I didn't win, though, this year. The guy I beat last year in that same competition came back with a vengeance.
He was like Rambo.
It was fucking nuts. It was. He was ready for a fucking throwdown.
Yeah. It was a fun time. It was really fucking hot.
It was in
really
the middle of the
fucking
desert.
windy. There was a lot of cacti everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bullshit.
Our tent was all fucked up.
All fucked up.
And it rained. It
did
rained.
rain.
And
we sat in soggy puddles.
Fun.
Yeah. But, if we could do it over again, we probably would.
Yeah.
Because we're gluttons for punishment.
Bongathon's a fun time. They've been doing it for years. Over 30 years.
Yep.
I would highly recommend it to anybody out there if you get a chance to go.
Bring a lot of
Bongathon.
money.
Bring money, yes, because it's all about the money.
Yeah, you got to pay for the competitions you smoke in.
Yep, you got to pay for everything.
Yeah,
really.
unless you know a nice guy who is too high and he goes, "Hey, take my spot in the duel competition."
That's happened a couple times.
Yeah, that's
Who
what
took
happened.
who
Guy.
you took Guy's spot,
he
right?
gave me his, and that was a rough idea.
There's a lot more video. We actually have the video of Guy's regret. Tim, though, god damn, Tim.
What a maniac.
2.8 grams of dabs. He dabbed 2.8
Was it
grams.
in 20 minutes? Or 28 minutes?
Yeah, in 28
it was like
minutes.
one a
It was
minute?
a grab, 0.10 grams a minute. A minute.
And it was whoever had done the most, and it was between him and another guy who did, 5?
Yeah.
So at 6, he had it. But true champion dedication, he just kept going. You deserve to be on a Wheaties box, my friend.
A Wheaties box.
Wheaties,
for sure.
yeah, for sure. Just you sitting there, holding your rig, just high out of your mind. I'm gonna try to make that happen. I'm gonna write some letters.
I think I'm good at the competitions, and I think a lot of my and I should enter more, but I can't justify spending that money when I brought my own.
Yeah, right. They should let us smoke on it.
But nonetheless,
we gotta smoke that Monsanto weed. Maybe.
I think my training came from high school. I mean, and before, but in high school we took pride. We took pride in our ability to smoke a lot quickly.
Very experimental.
Yes.
So were you? Do you know who Bret Hart is and the Hart family in Canada? And they had a gym called the Dungeon. Were you trained in a dungeon for your weed smoking abilities?
Maybe my mom's.
Yeah. Did your mom train you in the dungeon to smoke some weed?
Well, no, I think I trained my mom.
Oh, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes. I guess.
Maybe.
Fucking A. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You got a topic?
Me? Let's talk about Smoke Shop Hot Shot.
So you want to tell the story?
So there is a young man who is under arrest in Nevada for he was a clerk at a smoke shop, and a group of 13-year-olds came into his shop or had come in before and stolen things, and he knew who it was. So the next time they came back, they tried doing it again. As they were escaping, one of the boys got shot. And, it just makes me think, what would have happened if it was already legalized there? Because January 1st is a while away. Think he would have been high?
Yeah, but it's pretty much like they're already really cool with it. It's one of the only states that you can go in and they recognize everybody's card.
Yeah. Well, but you work at a smoke shop. What would you do to a group of 13-year-olds coming to shoplift?
If I had a gun,
Yes.
I'd probably shoot them.
Would you aim for knees, elbows?
I'd aim for heads.
Yeah. I guess that would be one way
Not
to
on my watch.
one way to show that they shouldn't be shoplifting.
No, I wouldn't. But
Would you tase them?
I would probably tackle them.
Would you mace somebody?
I'd knee kick. I'd throat punch.
That's a good one. When in
I'd
doubt,
toe stomp.
12 to 6 elbows to the back of the head. Very nice.
Especially at 13.
Yeah,
It's
it's starting to get hard. It's still a little soft. One good elbow strike. You could do a karate, like cinder block-esque type punch.
And then put it on YouTube.
Yeah, you can get 1 million hits.
Bring him down to Cosmic Pizza.
Yeah.
Get to work.
How do you feel about this? I mean, this kid wasn't armed whatsoever.
Yeah, the
they
police-
were just shoplifting.
and then they got shot.
Well, it's kind of what are
They
shop
were
owners
wearing
to do.
masks.
What's a shop owner to do, or a clerk at a shop, I mean, it seems, getting shot is excessive. Or, I don't know what they were trying to steal, but usually the good stuff's in the cases. So
Papers.
yeah, to get shot over a pack of papers that's tragic. So I don't know what the items they were stealing was, but it's tragic any way you slice it. But what is a shopkeeper to do if there's a group of people come in and then taking merchandise? Maybe tasers. Well,
Yeah.
that's even.
Mines.
Now, I might be being assumptive, but the guy's name is like Raid Suna.
Do you think?
Xenophobe Pie.
Xenophobe Pie.
You're gonna see more of these stories. You're already seeing a lot of them that are really pushing the Muslim hate. Xenophobe Pie.
Everyone's going to have to eat a nice big slice of it.
People need to get over it.
They do.
White people commit crimes too.
They're just crazy.
Christians do, especially Baptists.
Yeah.
Something xenophobe pie. I love it.
I do too.
It's so
It's going to be
good.
my new ringtone for my
So
phone.
good.
Fucking people are going to text me, something xenophobe pie.
So what do you think about this, though? I mean, would you cap a motherfucker? 13, 14? He couldn't tell they were that age. They were masked.
They were masked.
They were masked.
I mean, I don't know.
No, if they're masked, that
It
changes
comes
the fucking...
to a point of like to shop at a place. What lengths do a shop owner have to go to? Putting like dog collars on every tenant that comes inside and remote zap them if something happens. But I mean, does every smoke shop need a bouncer? I mean,
Maybe.
But
There
I
have
don't
been
think-
times I think so, yeah.
For me, I don't think I would have gone for shooting somebody. I mean, like the good stuff's always in the cases. If they're not getting into that, so you lose a hat, something like that. Is that worth shooting somebody? But I'd tackle somebody for sure. I do definitely try to do that. But 13-year-olds are fucking quick.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Spry.
And I bet that shop owner was thinking what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I'm curious if the name of the shop has anything to do with it. It was Lucky
Cigar.
Cigars and Smokes. Lucky.
Do you think those little kids are doing some gambling?
No, I just think they're unlucky.
Oh, it's very, very ironic. I love it.
It's like rain
It is like rain.
on your wedding day.
It's like 10,000 spoons. All you need is a knife.
That's not the Don't you mess up Morset on me.
Yeah.
Hashtag don't mess up Morset. Oh, Jesus. What are we going on to next? Oh! Go Embassies Ghana! This week, an embassy in Ghana was closed down. A fake embassy. This embassy has been producing passports and all sorts of fun stuff that a U.S. embassy would usually, afford people. But it's fake, and it's been running for over a decade. We knew about it too, I guess, is the thing. That's a thing. we knew about it, and we allowed it to run in Ghana.
We know about everything.
And we do, but
Everything.
how do you feel about this? Garrett?
I mean, pretty crazy. I mean, fake embassy set up lasting that long, and how long have we known about it?
Probably 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can go into conspiracy theory ideas and think maybe it's a hub for people, agents to get their own passports for wherever they need to go, fake identities.
Lolita Island.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, man. Fake embassy.
Yeah, how does one start a fake embassy?
That's what you
Baby
know.
steps.
Baby
It's like how Eddie Murphy did in Coming to America. He says he's a prince, so a white guy comes out there, says he's a prince, and then he starts it from the ground up, and eventually he starts Donald Trumping it, so nobody questions or we don't know what he does, but he looks official.
Are you telling us the story of colonialism in South Africa?
No, it only happened 10 years
Go
ago.
grab the globe. Where in Africa is Ghana?
It's towards the bottom, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right.
We have a globe for this.
I'll be back.
We do. He'll be back. Don't worry. He's coming.
Don't miss me too much.
So I want to know though how we start a fake embassy.
Maybe it was a dare. That makes sense.
Ghana is right here. You see that?
Yep.
That's where Ghana is.
That's beautiful.
That's Ghana.
I didn't know we were learning shit today.
So, but it's right next to, it's not too far from Togo and Nigeria, Liberia. Guinea. These are pretty active places for our military. Chad. Yeah, these are pretty... Mali. Definitely active places for our military. How did we not shut down a fake U.S. embassy for 10 fucking years? How many passports were issued out of this place?
Tens of
What's
thousands.
wrong with our globe?
I wonder if you could get them faster if you went through it.
Maybe.
Yeah, dude, probably.
Forever.
They said it was an expensive process there. It should have been obvious that it was like, oh, yes, we are a fake embassy. We are very U.S. embassy.
Totally. Extremely U.S. embassy.
You think you'd figure it out when they have a lemonade sign that says U.S. Embassy stapled to the top of the door.
Letters backwards.
Yeah.
The American flag is green, white, and
And
and blue.
is it going through the proper channels that other embassies do to get copy machines and whatnot?
Or are they just lying about it? About how they get all their stuff and the way they do business?
I wonder if there's just so many scams going on over there. The U.S. embassy's that's the least of our worries. We've got to worry about them posing as actual fucking diplomats. They're just handing out passports, big deal. They're actually posing as world leaders and shit right now. That was bad. On to the next one.
All right.
Glad we got to the bottom of
Hot
that.
Lana car ride.
Is that what's next?
Yeah, let's do
You want to tell us the story
Sure.
about the hot Lana car ride?
Sometime last year, a father left his son in the hot car, and he ended up dying while his father was doing things. I don't know. I mean, he was... Oh, was he going to court? Was that what it was?
I don't know.
I think it was something stupid, like he was going to court, so he left his kid in the
sexting
car.
a teenager. I'm pretty
Maybe. But, so he's finally been charged, and he has, he's getting life without parole, and then, an extra 39 years. And so I want to know how hot it got on that hot Atlanta night.
I think it was an afternoon.
Afternoon, even better.
But
Sun blazing.
well, I don't know. It doesn't take getting too hot to kill a kid or a animal or anything. And it's every year we hear about this shit. Somebody getting killed. Somebody leaving their fucking kid in the car with the windows up in the middle of summer and unbearable heat. no AC or anything, and letting them roast to death. Right? Every year we hear about this. So this should be a new thing. This should be, or not a new thing. I mean, this should be like, we should start roasting these motherfuckers who do it. I don't think you should be able to get away with it. It should be common sense by now.
Yeah,
not to roast a kid or an animal in a car. Right?
So, are you saying that should be the new form of death? Instead of lethal injection, they get a rotisserie oven that they stick people in and just spin them around for hours until they're well done?
Yes.
Because I can get down with that. That sounds pretty good.
What was that? What was the hashtag? Okay, we've got somebody talking. We got somebody saying, "My mom flogged them in their dungeon. Never forget." And that's true. And that explains all those spam emails from the Ghanaian prince asking me for my passport numbers and social security number. Or was it Nigerian? Was that a hashtag? Or was it Nigerian? Hashtag or was it Nigerian?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a damn good one. That might be the best one of the night.
Yeah, I like it. Thank you, Zachary.
But anyways, this happens every fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
Old people die in the heat every fucking year. So what do you think should happen for people who leave their kid in the car?
Oh, the rotisserie oven, for sure. And, while we're going back, I think Casey Anthony needs a good tanning, if you know what I mean.
Are you saying you want to bang Casey Anthony?
Yeah, and then throw her into the rotisserie oven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, both.
And then bang her again.
Maybe, if she's not too crispy. Oh, my kidding. I like them well done.
What would you do?
Well, I mean, yeah, there need to be charges. People know these days that's a problem, man. You can't leave a kid or an animal or really anything that needs to live in a car on a hot day with the windows up and like an all black Celica or something. It's fucking 115 degrees out. It's gonna roast anything, man. So something needs to happen. They need charges on them, and then nothing brings the lives back. But
the Necronomicon would.
One could hope, yeah.
So, would you leave your child in the car with keys in the car with the AC blowing? Or would you be afraid your child would steal the car?
No, I'd take my child with me.
I didn't think about that.
Is there really any circumstance if it's 110 degrees outside that somebody's going to be like, hey, you can't have your kid in here?
Well, if you're going to a strip club, maybe. That's the only way I could see it. Or a motel with a hooker. That would make a little bit of sense.
Prosecutors argued that Mr. Harris was unhappily married and intentionally killed his son because he wanted an escape from family life. Defense lawyers maintained that Mr. Harris was a loving father and that while he was responsible for the boy's death, it was a tragic accident.
That does sound tragic.
Where'd that voice come from?
I don't know.
Deep down.
Sounds like the voice of God.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was so sad and deep, but strangely calm.
Like an ocean.
Like an ocean. Drifting over me.
Like an ocean took a big old slice of something xenophobe pie.
Hashtag something xenophobe pie.
Oh yeah. What's going on there?
So Kinless Barbie, real quick. We're gonna go through these quick hits real quick. So Kinless Barbie is about Amy Schumer being cast as a Barbie in this new live action film. And it's causing a lot of hate on the internet. A lot of everything causes hate on the internet anymore, though, realistically. Now, do you think they've picked the right person for the job?
No. Not funny Barbie.
Maybe Joke Thief Barbie. Or maybe represented by Budweiser, but still only earning 75% of their male counterpart Barbie.
Or Snail Trail Barbie.
Or nobody wants to play with you, Schumer.
Hashtag.
Snail Trail Barbie.
I think I used that to refer to her the last time we talked about her. I think it was a hashtag Schumer Snail Trail.
That's right.
I think you were there.
Oh, yeah?
Were you there?
I think I
might have
remember
been.
it.
Were you there?
I'm pretty sure I was there.
Who was there?
I don't remember. Is that
Anyways,
devil's lettuce?
I don't know why I brought that subject up about Amy Schumer, but I'm real tired of this bitch.
Yeah,
I'm real tired of her. I don't like her.
She was funny at
She's
first.
not funny.
Small doses.
She's not funny. She has a funny face.
I just think there's a lot of female comedians that would be better suited for a role that I'd actually they'd maybe pique my interest to see it, but Amy Schumer, I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Eliza
Schlesinger.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, she'd be
hilarious.
amazing for it.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's pretty Barbie-esque.
She's pretty Barbie.
Pretty Barbie-esque.
Also true.
Maria Bamford.
Sure.
You know, actually, yeah.
Over the Hill Barbie?
Because the little voice.
Yeah.
Over the hill, but still hilarious Barbie.
The chick from
Big Bang Theory.
Those Who Can't.
Oh yeah, Maria Thayer.
Yeah. She's doing all right, Barbie. She's funny.
Who's doing the casting for this? This is ludicrous.
Mattel.
Helen Keller.
Hashtag Helen Keller Barbie.
That's a good one.
Helen Keller Barbie.
The legs are in the space of the arms.
It comes with a little bucket of water
And a plunger.
and a pull string. Wah!
You know the joke, right? What do Helen Kellen's parents do to fuck with her? They put a plunger in the toilet.
Oh,
They move the light switch around. They rearrange the furniture. They take doorknobs off the door.
that's just mean.
Would mess with anybody, really.
I don't know, you can do that to a stoner.
Did you hear Helen Keller's dog commit suicide?
No.
Yeah,
Did she?
you would too if your name was.
Oh,
Awful, man. Jeez. Cool.
I'm glad we got the tasteful stuff out of the way.
We're classy here.
We're classy as
We
shit.
are really fucking classy here
We
at the Not Governed by
hold our
Reason
pinkies out.
podcast. Hence why we're called Not Governed by Reason. Yeah.
Because that shit ain't covered by reason.
You want to pick the next topic? What do we have?
Let's do Death to the Chefs.
Death to the Chefs.
Yep.
We got to give a quick
R.I.P.
sadness tribute to the creator of General Tso's and the guy who created the Big Mac, because those motherfuckers died this week. And that somehow became news
Yep.
all over.
'Cause that's
I
some
saw
tasty
it
ass
in
food.
news everywhere. And even I woke up in the morning to get ready for class, and both times I heard about the Big Mac guy being like big news. Like they used it as one of their cuts. Like, coming up next, a tribute to a legend and the creator of the Big Mac. And then the next time it was the same exact cut. When we come back, sad news, a tribute to the legend, the chef who created General Tso's is dead. Both times, this was fucking news.
Yeah, it's been a tough year, man. A lot of big names have passed away in 2016, and it's almost like they've jumped on it, and it's like something happens and someone not so iconic, and then that they need to announce it, and people are just desensitized to a point where they just brush past it anymore and don't really honor anybody, as I think they otherwise would if it wasn't just, oh man, someone who was my idol passed away, and then just somebody else passed away. Not to demean anybody's life, but some of it's bigger news than other news,
I don't know why they are desensitizing to us, and maybe it's just maybe the Big Mac sales were down.
Maybe.
Maybe General Tso's sales were down.
And they're trying to pull like a Michael Jackson and create more sales.
Yeah,
now
or
that
a
they're dead.
Prince.
Or Prince, yeah.
Yeah. If they made a Prince Big Mac, that shit would sell in a heartbeat.
And it'd be purple.
Purple brioche bun.
It'd be purple.
Purple sesame seed bun.
Mm-hmm. Well, who was it that did the black buns?
Burger King.
Yeah, they did the black Whopper.
And it was turning people's shit green or like purple.
Yeah.
Weird colors.
Yeah, I love it when my shit turns different colors.
Yeah, I do too. It's all right.
Hashtag shit comes in all colors. And that's some truth. Some hashtag truth. So, I mean, if you were... What would be a creator, a dishes creator, that if you found out they died? I know you're a chef. So, one chef that if he died, your heart would just be terribly broken. Who would this be?
Probably
Mario?
All my favorite foods, the creators have been long dead, I think. But, yeah, I don't know.
Is it Guy Fieri?
No, I don't think I'd shed a whole lot of tears, but...
Mario Batali?
No.
Bobby Flay?
I think if Gordon Ramsay left us, I'd be disappointed because I find him really entertaining because he spoke on his shows kind of like how people speak in kitchens, like a PG version of how people actually speak in kitchens.
People in kitchens talk like shit.
Yeah, so. And so maybe one day I'll come back and wear a chef coat and just talk like I talk in a kitchen through the whole thing, but might need an extra disclaimer. Gets pretty, but I'm not there, so I try to hold it together a little more,
So you have no chef that you would just be heartbroken if they went?
Gordon Ramsay, heartbroken. No, I mean I love cooking, but I'm more affected by my musical heroes this year.
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
who have such cultural impact on so many
Not General
people.
Tso.
No, not General Tso. And I mean, let's be honest. The guy who made the Big Mac did the world no real favor.
No,
he just gave the world diarrhea
and a shitty song for a while.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, McDonald's advertising is almost as bad as its food.
Guy Luna, you're a douche canoe. Sorry. I think I would be sad if Rachel Ray.
Yeah, I'd be sad as shit if Rachel Ray
not because of her food, but I hear she can cook like a motherfucker. I've never heard anything bad about her cooking.
She's gangster.
She's a gangsta. I'd be sad if she went. I'd also kind of be sad if Anthony Bourdain went.
Yeah.
I would be horrified. It would shatter my world, and I don't think I'd be able to hold it together if Chef Boyardee died. I mean, he's been there for me for so many years.
Dude, I know.
You just undoing that can, you just eat the ravioli straight out. You don't even cook them. Diarrhea. You shit back in the can. You close it up. You let somebody else think they're getting a nice thing.
Fuck you, Guy Luna. Don't
What?
you ruin his dreams.
Oh my god!
He just found out that Chef Boyardee's been dead.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say
Why
something.
did this happen?
I think...
I was kind of hoping to avoid all this.
Alright, I'm good.
I think Chef.
Oh yeah, from South Park? Shit. But he did die. I cried a little when he died.
Isaac Hayes himself.
No, just Chef on South Park.
I was sad about Isaac Hayes.
Fuck Scientology.
Yeah. Scientology is an awful disease.
Yeah. Because, hey, everybody, have you seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a quick pick-me-up,
Just
stick those
xenophobe pie
balls-
in your mouth. We're gonna move on. Death of the Chef. Real quick, I just want to send out a quick sad, like, if you can help, give them some more space. Aleppo needs more space for their bodies.
Yes, they do.
So please donate your space to Aleppo.
Yep.
2017.
Or maybe help invent a portal gun so they could throw bodies into the next dimension.
This was a story I read today.
Yeah.
The war-torn Aleppo, this is the exact headline. War-torn Aleppo is running out of space for bodies.
Yep.
To bury their bodies. How do you feel about that?
Not in Donald
Not
J.
good, man. No room. It's too many.
Too many.
Too much death over there. Too much death all over the world, but that's definitely a...
Do you think it's a metaphor?
No, I think they take up room.
Do I have to find Aleppo?
Can't keep killing people and hope and not provide places for them. And I know it's not on them. You know, it's tragic, but it's gonna cause problems. You know, they need to be buried or burned or something has to happen. It's sad any way you slice it, but
I think we just need to donate space and stop killing people.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Stop bombing these motherfuckers. They bombed the fucking white helmets. That's terrible. They're volunteers, man. You fuck them all to death.
Fuck them all to death.
Here's a prayer to stop smoking. An online prayer.
Sweet Jesus.
Updates. We're going to go quick through the updates real quick. What do we have for the quick updates? Fill us in, motherfucker.
Well, Dylan Roof is now getting his lawyers back.
Yeah, he wants his lawyers back.
Because he realized representing himself probably would have gone really fucking badly.
Worse than it's already gonna go.
Oh, yeah. Now it's going to be slightly better, because now he's not going to have to talk to the people he tried to gun down. So, there's a plus there. There is some breaking news out of the prison that Chelsea Manning is at. The prison psychologist will not grant her woman...
Does not recognize
Yeah, he doesn't recognize her as a woman.
Yeah, he recognizes Bradley Manning as a man. Even though they have allowed and approved the sex change, the psychologist is not. And I assume we're going to find out that she's faking it.
Oh, yeah, I bet. It's been a wig the whole time. Talking about the bulge in his pants now.
Oh, okay.
Not the hair on the head.
The Army Corps of Engineers denied the easement for DAPL, the Dakota Access Pipeline. Now, that doesn't mean the fight's over, but that does mean they put a pretty mean fucking dent in it, and they are looking at rerouting it. That's a big update, a shut update.
Yep.
Hopefully we can shut up about it. What's up next? You have one more that you wanted to talk about.
Teen Mom Brawl.
Oh, yes. Yes, Kanye West is out of the hospital and potentially going to get divorced from Kim because she doesn't want to deal with this shit anymore. But at the same time, she doesn't know if she can be a good single mother with all of those $1 million.
It's true.
So, keep the crazy one around until he drowns your kids in a bathtub one day.
Jesus
and writes
walks.
a song about it. Hashtag Jesus Walks.
It's true. Those are our shut updates. We have one more thing, and this is Josh's thing.
Yeah, this is my thing, because fucking, I hate Teen Mom, but I love watching girls fight. Teen Mom, the other day, I don't know, it was their OG reunion show. They had a fight breakout between two of the moms, because one of the moms said that the other one's 20-year-older boyfriend, who is her fiance, looks like he could be a pedophile. That caused the girl to come out and start brawling with the other girl on national television. She slapped her around. And then the girl who did the slapping took to Twitter to accuse MTV of being biased for cutting out a section of it where the one girl's father came over and started getting in her face screaming, "You're a fucking bitch," over and over and over again, causing her fiance, the pedophile-looking man, to grab him by the neck and throw him to the crowd and cause a big fight. And then he ended up getting choked out and taken off the stage. And I just want to know, when's Farrah Abraham coming out with another sex tape? So that's the one Teen Mom. She's got one. It's awesome. Hashtag Teen Mom.
I don't know if you're tag team mom, is that what you said?
What? No. That's a good one, though.
Oh, I don't know why this is news.
I don't either.
But
I like it.
He was really excited
I thought it was
about
funny.
talking about it.
I love Farrah Abrams when I don't have to hear her. She's cute.
Was she banging Ray J?
No. She's about the size of Ray J's dick. So.
Was this the sex tape that got her pregnant?
No, this was after.
Was she a teenager during the sex tape?
No.
Are you sure?
Money.
You look like you were really, really, like you were questioning that there.
The timestamp on it says 1996, but I think we're good. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck them all to death.
Fuck them all to death. Speak, bitch. Guy Luna's really aggressive tonight. We need to put him down. So we have throat punches.
We do have throat punches.
That's our last thing for the night before we peace the fuck out and get out of here.
Yeah.
My throat punch is Dr. Drew fucking Polanski.
That was the worst part of the Teen Mom thing. I forgot. Fucking the host of the show was Dr. Drew. Why? Why, Dr. Drew? What the fuck makes you more capable to help teen moms and give them shitty life advice they're not going to listen to because they don't fucking listen to their parents? Why are they going to listen to you?
Going to his rehab.
I know.
But Dr. Drew goes on our throat punch list.
Dr. Drew, of course. Fuck him. All right. I'm going to pick somebody out of the sports world. Draymond Green. Stop kicking people, motherfucker. That's not cool. Playing the game of basketball. Just go home and beat your wife like everyone else. Don't attack people on the court. That's a fine. Get them buckets, boy. That's who I got.
Can I put the Grammy nomination board
Yes.
on there? I think they need to be on there.
Yes.
Is Bill Cosby on our list?
Yes.
Okay.
And if not, he's going on there tonight.
How about not all shoplifters, but just shoplifters who attempt or do shoplift
Masked shop
from smoke shops?
Yes.
Yeah.
People who steal from family-ran smoke shop businesses.
But yeah, I mean, what are you really gonna get? A tweed hoodie?
Maybe he stole a Buddha vape. And he just grabbed it off the counter and ran with it. Or something.
I don't think so.
I know.
You know.
It was papers. Free papers.
You're a liar.
Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't there.
How many spots do we have left? We have one more?
Sure. Do you have anybody?
Get on it.
Teen Mom. We're going on the throat punch list.
Guy Luna. Who's going on our throat punch list?
Yeah.
I know you're out there. Guy Luna, or anybody else listening, who is going on our throat punch list? For those of you out there, though, who are listening, you can continue to listen to us. We are on Google Play. We are on YouTube. We are on iTunes. We are on Stitcher. We are on Player FM. We are on Pocket Casts. We are on Podcast Addicts. We're on all sorts of places.
Yeah,
we're also on our website.
Everywhere. Yes. The
our
MSGstudios.com.
TheMSGstudios.com, yes.
That's a wonderful place where you can go to look at past videos, our throat punch list.
Our throat punch list.
Other shenanigans that we post.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Great stuff.
We also post any of our videos that you will see on here will be up on our YouTube as well, which is youtube.com/themsg.net. Yes.
Yes.
Mariah Carey
She's going on
is
there.
our next addition to the list.
Fucking bitch.
Thank you, Guy Luna, for helping us wrap this up. We do have a couple more videos to watch, right?
Yeah, sure.
But we're gonna say goodbye, I think.
Do we have to?
We don't have to, but it's about that time.
I know. I'm just gonna miss America so much.
They'll miss you.
I know.
But we'll be back next Tuesday.
That's what I've heard.
At what time?
7:00 p.m. Mountain Time.
We don't know who our guest is.
Not yet.
We never do.
It's gonna be Barnaby Jones Monchico.
It might be Barnaby Jones Monchico. Wild card Monchico. He is a badass. Canoe full of turd.
That's a good hashtag.
All right. Thank this gentleman right here, Mr. Adams. Thank you for joining us. It's always a blast to have you on.
Been a true pleasure.
Yes, it's always great. I love having you on. It's awesome. You bring a calm to the air with a sassy pizzazz.
Oh, geez.
It's spicy, like some good guac.
If I had the chance to come up on you in a dark alley, I would violently bedazzle you.
Ooh, rhinestones.
Yes.
Would you do it with butter?
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, it's unsalted. We can talk, but...
Assaulted butter.
Oh, that's going on the list.
Oh, thank you all for watching, and thank you for joining us. Join us next week, 7 p.m., same place, live. And you can also join us for our next question, which is, if you were to quit your job in the most epic way possible, what would it be?
Yes.
Yes. So get those in. If we can get 10 entries, we will continue giving awesome fucking prizes. Otherwise, we're gonna give shit prizes.
Yep.
Shit prizes. The next couple videos we have here there's a tribute to Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
That I made a while back that has not aired on here yet. And a story token video, maybe. I think.
Yeah. If it'll load.
That sound right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you. Stay safe. If it snows, don't turn into a snowman.
You want to say something before we go, sir?
Be careful out there.
It's a crazy world. Donald Trump's America.
You guys, you gotta make it sexy. Hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man. You guys, you gotta make it sexy. Hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the move. You guys, you gotta make it sexy. Hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man. You guys, you gotta make it sexy. Hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the move. That's a pop. That's a pop. That's a pop. Make it sexy. It has to be sexy. Otherwise, you don't eat. Okay? That's a pop. That's a pop. That's a pop. Make it sexy. Okay? It has to be sexy. Otherwise, you don't eat. You guys, you gotta make it sexy. Hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man. That's a pop. That's a pop. That's a pop. Make it sexy. Okay? It has to be sexy. Otherwise, you don't eat. I am the hey. Oh, hips and nips. That's the thing. It's all hips and nips. Hips, hips, hips and nips. That's the thing. It's all hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. Thanks, man. I'm almost done. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man. Hips and nips. That's the thing. It's all hips and nips. Hips, hips, hips and nips. That's the thing. It's all hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. Thanks, man. I'm almost done. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man. Once the crack addicts, though, they will cut you.
Frank, put the gun away.
Oh no, I'm going out. I'm going guns blazing.
Hey, do you guys have more blow?
Frank, put the gun away.
Oh no, I'm going out. I'm going guns blazing.
Once the crack addicts, though, they will cut you.
Frank, put the gun away.
Oh no! I'm going out. I'm going guns blazing.
Hey, do you guys have more blow?
Frank, put the gun away.
Oh no! I'm going out. I'm going guns blazing.
Yeah. What?
There is some left.
Oh no!
I am the man.
Yeah. What?
There is some left.
Oh no!
I think that's insane.
I don't even suck him or anything, or let him inside me. Hips and nips. That's the thing, it's all hips and nips. Yeah, but if he winds up inside me, it will cost you a whole sixer. I got my dignity. Make it sexy. Make it sexy. Otherwise, I'm not eating. Whoa, guys, come on. Whoa, guys, come on. No one is taking me from behind, unless you have crack. I am the man. If you have crack, let's boogie. Let's boogie. Let's boogie. If you have crack, let's boogie. Make it sexy. Otherwise, I'm not eating. That's a pop. That's a pop. That's a pop. Make it sexy. It has to be sexy. Otherwise, you don't eat. Okay? Woo! That's a pop. That's a pop. That's a pop. Make it sexy. Okay? It has to be sexy. Otherwise, you don't eat. Oh! Woo! Oh! Hips and nips. That's the thing. It's all hips and nips. Hips and nips. That's the thing. It's all hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. Thanks, man. I'm almost done. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man! Woo! Hips and nips. That's the thing, it's all hips and nips. Hips and nips. That's the thing, it's all hips and nips. Otherwise, I'm not eating. Thanks, man. I'm almost done. Otherwise, I'm not eating. I am the man! Rise up, gonna get higher and higher. Woo!
Oh no!
I am the man! Rise up, gonna get higher and higher.
Oh no!
I think that's insane.
Rise up, gonna get higher and higher. Woo!
Oh no!
I am the man. Rise up, gonna get higher and higher.
Oh no!
I think that's insane.
So I was in a band for quite a few years, very drunken years, called Other People's Children. Don't ask about the name, that's a different story. But we oftentimes would play a little strip club down in Denver called PT's Club Inferno. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that legally, but we played there quite a bit at Penthouse. But the first time we ever played there, and it was our first time ever playing in Denver, we went down there and we had our drummer's roommate with us, whose name I will leave out of this, but we played, got really drunk, and Steve-O and I, the guitarist, look over, and you could kind of see into the green room from looking at the stage. Watching the band, you could look over, see it. And we look over, and Unnamed is in the green room, just drunk as fuck, swaying back and forth, looking at this mirror, this giant mirror that was lag-bolted into the wall. So we look back at the band, we're, chilling drunk, look over, and drone's swinging, and that mirror is off the wall and broken across the room, just shattered to shit. And we were in trouble. A lot of trouble. Very expensive fucking mirror. And so I remember they ended up calling the fucking owners, and all these bouncers ended up backing us into the fucking green room where it was still shattered into pieces, and we're still fucked up as all hell. And they're these big Russian guys, and they didn't know who broke it because we got out of there. We'll cut that, but we got him the fuck out of there. But they're asking, like, where is your friend? Where is your friend? Who broke the mirror? You tell us who fucking broke the mirror. And we wouldn't say. We're just like, I don't know. We just saw I broke. No, we know one of your friends broke the mirror. You tell us who it is. Where is he? You tell us. And we wouldn't tell him. So eventually they get one of the owners in. And I'm not a judgmental person, but I have to describe him. So he comes in, and he's this about 5'2", straight bald black guy, fucking stacked with a tight gray shirt on and these big glasses. big fucking glasses, and he is, he's screaming. I mean, not just yelling at us, but out of the closet, screaming. So we get him and these 5 Russian fucking bouncers around us. You tell us where your friend is. You tell us who broke the mirror. Yeah, I want to know who the motherfucker is who broke my mirror. I need to know. You tell me. You'll never play in this town again. I need to know who he is. So it's really hard to keep a straight face during this matter, but we're also freaked out because we'd never played in Denver, and these guys were scary. So eventually we come to the conclusion that we're going to pay for it. So Andy, the drummer, ended up paying for it. It was his fucking roommate. But we ended up leaving Jerome down. We ended up leaving Unnamed down there. And with no ride back. And from my understanding, they beat the shit out of him when they found him. Because they did. They knew who he was. They saw it, you know. Well, they saw him drunk as shit. They knew. It wasn't their first rodeo. They're a bunch of Russians and a gay black guy. I mean, it's not their first rodeo.
Who the fuck broke my mirror?
But you know what's funny is after that, like, we were asked to come back. And he was always really cool to us. He was a little too cool to me at times. He kind of scared me. But I'm sorry about the mirror incident. But you have to understand, we have to set standards. We can't have this going on in here. Your friend broke our mirror. It was one of the greatest days of my life.
There was going to be problems.
Mm-hmm. It was always problems. I mean, I remember one night we decided to go and drink a lot before we were playing. And, a lot. We went and took a bunch of Jaeger bombs, and we came back, and of course, we're drunk. We sounded great. I always joke that we were so drunk that you could have tested our blood alcohol level just from the way we sounded. I mean, it's that bad. But I think I have a recording of it somewhere, but I'm up on stage, and I decide to get down in the audience, and I'm about 2-3 feet from this girl, and I'm fucking screaming and just sloppy drunk, and you can hear her over the PA and everything. Get the fuck away from me! It's fucking perfect. And that night I also knocked a tooth out with the microphone bled. It was great. For a long time we were not asked to come back to that venue. For a long time.
Too rowdy.
We were too rowdy for our own good. We came in like a wrecking ball.
Like Molly Crew.
No, like Miley Cyrus.
I believe in this great and beautiful country. I have studied its roots. I have gloried in the wisdom of its magnificent Constitution and its inimitable history. I have marveled at the wisdom of its founders and its framers. Generation after generation of Americans has understood the lofty ideals that